Hello everyone, it's me Davai, and we are looking at the current Gun-Vue project progress, and I want to show you tips how to add a complete functionality to a room. So I have already edited all the 29 files that I had to create or modify to add the feature of adding projects to the app and to the room. So we are already using the room and certificates functionality, and I want to show you how it's implemented. So I started from the app and created a new route. So it's really a really simple route. So we have the title that is displayed here, so that's projects, and then we have a router view that will show everything inside the index route or other routes. So here is the index route that has two components in it. So it's a project form, so it's this piece of code until this, and the project list, so it's this list. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we have the app having this part, and yeah, of course we have to go to routes.js, add here the projects route here, and then we are importing it into the into navbar. So we have the routes, and from there we have these icons set to projects. So this makes this icon appear here with the word projects. Yeah, and when we click it, we go to projects route. That's pretty much it for the app. Then the components. So we have the project components that are imported in this index file, and of course it's imported here, so we get it into the main file that is importing all the components from all the folders, and then we get the Gun-Vue plugin. So we just plug it into our app like this. So we go to main.js, and we have the Gun-Vue plugin. So you use the npm version, and you just import it and then use it with your Vue app. And this means that we can use all the components in our app. So we can use the list, the form, the card. So now we have the form and the list. So for the form has the new project title here and here, and the input with the placeholder project title. So it's a project title, and add project. So, and this add project is a function that is imported from the composables. So I click add project, and here it is. The title, the project title is added to the room, and it's already in the composables. And yeah, we have the list that imports the list of the projects into from the composables to the component, and then just renders it as a plain JSON data. So it's just plain JSON. It's bare bones, but it works. We are using Gun to add and view all these things, and yeah, we just go to the composables. So the composables is where the logic is living, and yeah, we go to source and then project, and here we also have two of these files that are imported in the index.js, that is imported there in the index.js level above, in the source, in the core of the composables, and then it is just built with Vite. So here we start building our app, and it will contain all the components, and then we can all the composables that can be used in our components or in the app itself. So we have the use project and use projects. Yeah, so let's start from use projects. So we need a list of projects. We import Gun, we import current room, so it is room specific. When we go to another room, we won't have these projects. Oh, we have it, but if I refresh it, yeah, we don't have projects here. But if I go back to the main room, I now need to refresh, but I can set the key so just setting the key will help with that. But now let's continue. We get the gun reference and create an empty reactive object. Then we go to gun user, we get the current room pub. Then we get the projects node in Gun, and then we map over it and just set all the data received from this path into the project's object. As simple as that. So this D is exactly this D. It's pretty simple, pretty much just a skeleton for building our app, but it's sufficient to show us the title. Yeah, so the next thing is how we add it. So we get the use new project. In use project, yes, there is a use new project that has more dependencies because we need to be logged in order to add some projects to this room. And how it's going, let's see. So we have an empty project like this. It only has a title, and it's exported here, and we use it here. And when we edit this reactive object, this title will change. And then when we press add project, we just get gun reference, we get our user data, and then we go gun user into the current room, into the projects path. Then we set then we get another level of project title, so this title that we enter here, then @ symbol and the user pub. So we need this because we use certificates to put any data into the room, so it will be signed, and it will be signed by the certificate. We get the gun reference, then the current room, then the projects path. Then we get the title that we have here entered here, and the user pub. So current user pub, so this is the user who is writing into the room. We can change it because it shouldn't be only the author of the room, the owner, but here is the owner, but it may be any user. This right will be signed with the certificate. So where does it come from? It comes from the room, from the current room. So we have this user room and this current room reactive that has the features that load from current room, from get features, and these features are placed there when we create the room. So when we create or recreate the room, renew it, we generate all the certificates by the author of the room that will be used there. So like I go here and press renew, all the certificates are refreshed, and I have the key pair of the room to store in my console log. So then we have the features loaded into current room features, like this. And for those who will come to this page and I won't be there, I won't send them the features, and I may not be online, so nobody will see the features, and so nobody can use it and put something into the project. So we have the root room, that is the starter information, the pub key, and some data, and all the certificates already generated for this room. So this room has this pub, and I'm storing the certificates. So here is the project certificate right in the app. So then we have this feature certificate, and with this we can put a new project. So let's just try another user who is not the owner of the room. So I don't have the renew button because the host is Pale and this user is Alex, and here he goes and says Alex project and adds a project. So here is the Alex project, and we can see it here in the graph like projects. Like here are all the projects in this room. Of course, we will index it in the authors graph. So we will have Gun user without the room and projects, and we will have the same node there, and it will be just a link, so it will be always synchronized, and by that we will will be able to see the projects of a person in their profile. So it's just the beginning, it's just the bare bones starter pack for the new functionality in the Gun, but it's just that easy. I documented for myself, but maybe you will come up with new functionality that may be added with just these 3 steps that then may be used as a composables, as a component, separate one, or just the whole app may be used as a whole story here. And the last thing I want to show you is the documentation, new documentation system that has the component always added. So we have the project card here. It's empty. There will be just some rounded corners or something, but it loads. It appears here as a project card because we have this project card story. So if a file has a story name here, we have it in our histoire showcase. And it's as easy as that. We import the project card and bind some state to it, but it doesn't even start it. It's just a thing to build, but I can get a story for the form, for example, form, and we'll have to import the form. The form here and here and here, and say that it's form like this, question like this. And we have the form here, so we can press enter some titles and add the project, and then it's there. Let's check it Oh, but I'm not logged in. So it's a component showcase built with Histoire. There is so much to explore, and yeah, it works. And I'll show you this by going to auth, loading a key, and yeah, nothing shows here, but I use avatar. I can check my home page of the user here, and yeah, we go to the form, we go to add new project. I press add, and it should be added. But no, it isn't added. Let's check the console. So it should be there. Added new, yeah, it's synchronized. So it's a separate app, but it's connected to the same Gun-Vue, and finally, when we build it, we get to these Gun-Vue components and can browse all the information here and just check all the components in separate panels. So yeah, that's it for now. I'll try to build the project more and see the development process. See ya. Bye.